90 AM and now 96.3 FM. Online at newsdakota.com. On your smart speaker and on the KOVC app. The voice of the Valley. KOVC.
It's time for KOVC Sports.
And welcome everyone here to Valley City High School here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. Jerry Edwards with you all today as we get set for another Highliner volleyball game between the Valley City Highliners and the Wahpeton Huskies. Valley City coming in off a pretty decent weekend. They, of course, played in their home tournament last week and not winning it, losing in the finals 2-1 to Carrington, but picking up some much-needed experience with 4 wins over the likes of Wyndmere Lidgerwood, Edgeley Cole Montpelier, Park River, and our Redeemers. So for Valley City, it's just all about getting experience. Against Kindred, they made a handful of what you would call green mistakes that maybe allowed Kindred to steal that 4th set away from them. But really, when you look at how the Central Cass game played out, the first 2 sets were sets that Valley City won pretty comfortably. There were moments in those sets where Central was able to close the gap a little bit. But in that last set, Valley City just steamrolled, and that's really what I think Valley City can look like when they're clicking at full tilt. And for Valley City, again, it's just about getting experience. Yes, you would have liked to go on the perfect 5-0 win the tournament, but Carrington usually always has been a good squad at this level, so no shame in losing a 3-setter to them. So you go in, you play Carrington, you don't quite get the result that you want, but ultimately you do have a good weekend going 4-1 on the week. Wahpeton is a team that been kind of going through it this year. Not a lot has gone the Huskies' way. They do have a lot of games under their belts. They started off the year on a 4-game losing streak to Oaks, Lemoore, Grafton, and Edgeley. They picked up a win over Drayton Valley Edinburgh, lost to Kindred, beat Southport, then lost to Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Then against Oak Grove, it was a straight set loss. Or, excuse me, I was looking at the wrong one, folks. Excuse me on that one. I was looking at the Lisbon results. Never mind. Wahpeton, 4 games under their belt so far. Grand Forks Central, 0-3 sweep. Central Cass, 0-3 sweep. Lisbon, 0-3 sweep. And Richland, 0-3 sweep. So I was looking at the wrong score, folks. I apologize for that. But Valley City is a team that I think is very promising this year. And we'll talk about what that promise is after this break. You are listening to our Sanford Health pregame show here on the Voice of the Valley. KOVC Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
And we're back, everyone, on our Sanford Health pregame show. Here for all, here for good. 9 minutes left to go for the pregame warm-ups here on our LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. So we take a look at this Valley City team, and this was a team that lost a decent chunk of talent last year, but you saw the players they were bringing back, and it became, very apparent that, okay, this is a Valley City team that's going to have some size to it still. And you look at the front line that they have, they can roll out the likes of Katie Koka, Katie Burchell, Nora Peterson, Sky Nielsen, all 5'10", 5'11", around that range. And the back line it's not as quite as a big of a rotation as it was last year, but I say you have a pretty good core three rotating in the back right now with the likes of Kinley Suffolk, Brendan Leake, and Morgan Larson. But I think it's the versatility of this Valley City attack that can really help them. Go far this season, and we all know it kind of begins with Katie Koka. Katie Koka, of course, first game this year sets the school record for kills at 35. So we all know that she's going to be priority number one for every team playing Valley City this year, trying to take her away. But it's the kind of other players on this team. Sky Nielsen didn't play a whole lot of volleyball last year. She's been a pleasant surprise, kind of in that stage where she was, I would say, basketball last year. Very raw in terms of, how she plays. But, as soon as she gets it going right, she's too good of an athlete to, not take that next step forward. And as the people that watched the Valley City basketball team last year, it was her taking that step forward that turned Valley City from a team that people thought, top five, maybe can make it to the semifinals of the state tournament, to this is the best team in the state by far. So you get a player like that. You have Katie Burchell, who I've said this on the morning sports, so she plays volleyball a completely different way than what she plays basketball. She'll just lay the elbow into you for 4 quarters of basketball and just grind her way to 20 and 15 most nights. But volleyball, she's a very cerebral player, very good at knowing when the defense is pushed in, when she's able to just tip it over the top, make smart heads-up plays like that. And then you have size coming in from the bench as well with Nora Peterson. I've really liked what I've seen from Nora Peterson this year. A junior, hasn't gotten a lot of consistent playing time from that middle block role. That was kind of Bailey LaRue's role last year, but she's getting better as this season has gone on. And so you look at kind of the 4 up front that can give you a variety of scoring and not have to rely everything on Katie Koka. And then you get, some bit players like a Maddie Freeze coming in to rotate in. The back line, I think, is very good and very sound defensively. Bryn League, someone that, setter, but will play up front a little bit as well, and she usually finds a way to steal Valley City a handful of points a night just on little tip shots or on great defensive plays. I think Kinley Suffolk does a great job at securing the back for the libero. Very aggressive server. I would say that's kind of the MO of this whole Valley City team, is they are very aggressive serving. And, that's going to result in some mistakes. We've kind of seen maybe a little bit more service errors than, what the coaches would want. But if it comes with, winning more points than you lose off service errors, then you'll take it. And I think we really saw against Central Cass, Valley City get into a little bit better rhythm serving the ball. But this is going to be a team that doesn't just pop the ball over the net most times. They're going to be trying to put you in a bad position, so it's all just about getting the services dialed in. And I think Kinley Suffolk really excels in that area. She's going to be someone that is going to be up near the team lead in aces this year. And Morgan Larson was a player last year, a bit player last year, would rotate in. the record for Valley City last year I don't think did justice to how good this team was. Valley City was going up against, just unbelievable programs in the likes of Shanley, Cheyenne, Davies, teams with, just an incredible amount of talent to pull from, and they just would overwhelm some teams. But Valley City was a team that very much kind of hung in there. Even in games where maybe they would get 3-0'd, they would make a team like Shanley have to work for every single one of those sets. And now that you're on a little bit of a more even playing field, I think you're starting to see kind of what the talent level for Valley City is and how it can actually shine through, like we saw in basketball, where against some of the bigger schools, they might just be overwhelmed. But against when you play, a team that you're actually compared with in size in terms of enrollment and all that, you see how Valley City can shine through. And they have really an incredible class of these female athletes for Valley City. You're talking about, I think, what could be a very impressive volleyball season coming into mix with what we know is a highly anticipated basketball season as they look to defend their state championship. So we know for, this crop of female athletes for Valley City that they have high expectations for themselves. And you can kind of see it with how they carry themselves. They come in with a lot of confidence. And even and this isn't just, winning, breeds confidence, obviously, but it comes down to kind of in pressure-packed situations, how do they play? And a Kindred game where we're going back saying, made some green mistakes, the type of mistakes that you make in your, first game of the year. Kindred didn't make a lot of those mistakes because I think it was their 8th game of the year. So Valley City's coming in with a little bit of a disadvantage there, and you're playing in a hostile environment at Kindred, always a hard place to win. But when they were at their, when Kindred came back, won that 4th set, and Valley City got off to the nice start in set 5, but then watched Kindred come back and put themselves in a position to steal one away from Valley City, the mental fortitude of this team to survive 2 match points and then be able to go on the necessary run, which is that little 3-0 surge to get you over the top and win a match, that's what you're impressed by. And it was kind of the makeup and the moxie of this team that you really like seeing, and I think that kind of helped build that confidence, help carry themselves. And this is a Valley City team that wants to physically impose their will. They've got a lot of power up front, a lot of power on the outside. They can go in and just overwhelm teams at the front of the net. And this is a Wahpeton team that does not come in with a lot of size on their roster. Looking at the roster, tallest players are going to be a couple of 5'9" players in Marina Hermosillo and also Michaela Little. And 5'8" Cambry Mauk is going to be the next tallest player. So Valley City is going to have a discernitive size advantage up front. The only question for Valley City is you can't get a little, I would say, too comfortable up front. When you get them down, keep them down, and that's just kind of what it's going to be for Valley City. You're playing a team that you feel like you have the physical edge. You feel like you got a lot of talent on the outside to overwhelm them. So just a matter of handling your business, not getting too comfortable, and don't fall into what coaches hate, which is the dreaded trap game. So Valley City and Wahpeton finishing up their warm-ups now as we get set for the national anthem and pregame festivities. So we'll have our opening serve coming up right after this break. Valley City taking on the Wahpeton Huskies here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC, online over at newsdakota.com and on our YouTube channel, KOVC Live. Again, folks, if you ain't subscribed to KOVC Live, please subscribe. We're having all of the home games, or of course volleyball, football, basketball, some select road games as well, with basketball and volleyball as well. So, we're the only place you can go in and make sure that you get to see the bulk of every Highliner game. Of course, on the radio, we cover every game as well. So want to make sure you get subscribed out to there. Last YouTube channel met a unfortunate demise due to some copyrighted music over the speakers. But, we more than enough are going to make up for it here by trying to bring you the best experience possible over on KOVC Live. So make sure, if you're not already subscribed to KOVC Live, you go out, click that subscribe button. Helps us out. Make sure that everything's a little bit easier to find when you type into the search bar. So always make sure that if you can't find the game on the radio, might be out of town, that you can always go find it on the YouTube channel or over on newsdakota.com. So again, everybody, we will be back here with our opening serve between Valley City and Wahpeton after this break here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's Chunkier Homestyle Soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City. Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's Chunky or Homestyle soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Welcome back here, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. So, pregame festivities taking a little bit longer than expected. Got some recognitions to hand out. Bryn Leak just hit 1,000 career assists, so she is being acknowledged here during the pregame ceremony. Katie Coca also being acknowledged for not only 1,000 career digs, but also setting the school record for kills in a game, 35 against Kindred. And Valley City needed every single one of those kills to beat the Vikings, and it was just a fantastic match. I mean, you could not draw up a better way to start off a season in terms of a game. So it was just a fantastic game from Katie Coca, but from Valley City as well. So you look at the Valley City starting lineup that we're going to see today. It's going to be Katie Coca, Bryn Leak, Katie Burchell, Nora Peterson, Kinley Suffolk, and Sky Nielsen. So Kinley Suffolk, of course, the starting libero on this team. One of many seniors Valley City has. Dakota Potratz, Katie Coca, Maddie Freeze, Mira Malcolm, and Kinley Suffolk. So a lot of seniors on this team, but a lot of upperclassmen on this team as well. This is a very kind of seasoned Valley City team. I remember, covering this team a couple of years ago when I first got here. And a lot of these players that you see in this rotation were kind of rotational players or were young starters. And it was kind of the same thing as we saw last year, where the record I don't think was very indicative with how competitive they were in their games. You're kind of just going like, man, if enough things go right or they get, put down into a class where they can actually compete, this has a potential to be very special. And this Valley City team, I mean, it is a special group of players. It's a group of players that, of course, has a lot of confidence in their abilities, most of them coming off a state championship win in basketball. They have a lot of confidence in their abilities. They know they're good athletes. They know what it's like to win, and they want to keep winning. That's the thing. When you win once, you want to win again and again and again. And not only when you win does it help your high school team's confidence, but it also helps build up the confidence and the desire to play at the lower levels as well with all the junior programs, which is also what was being celebrated during the pregame ceremonies as well. So when you have well-run programs like this that kind of, build up that, desire to win, and you see everybody winning above you, that is really what you want to have happen, and it helps kind of pave the way for future success. So Valley City ends that take on Wahpeton. Both teams take the floor. Kinley Suffolk usually the first substitution for Valley City. I believe she'll be coming in for Nora Peterson. Wahpeton coming out on the floor as their libero will make the substitution. It'll be Elise Schofield doing the liberoing for Wahpeton today. And now the official checking in with everyone as it'll be, Kinley Suffolk coming in for Nora Peterson, and it will be Sky Nielsen back to serve. Sky Nielsen, very much a player that, you're kind of going like, okay, what's her role going to be on this team? But she has been excellent both at serving and as an outside hitter, so a good start for her. And we are underway in Valley City with the serve from Nielsen. Big shot on the outside is going to carry wide, and Valley City with the early 1-0 lead. So Valley City picks up the early point here. 1-0 lead as we're underway here in set number 1. Another running serve for Nielsen. Ball on the back line. Wahpeton shuffles it forward, playing a little bit deeper than they want. They just lay it over the top. Easy pickings in the back line. Setting up on the outside for Burchill. Burchill's ball return over the net, and Katie Koch, a little bit of a misread on that one. Thought it was going to carry out, but it caught a little too much of the net to carry all the way out. So it'll be a 1-1 tie here in set number 1. Trying to make out the numbers here for Wahpeton. It's dark purple on a black background. Outside here for Koch's first opportunity. Can't quite pick up the kill. Wahpeton does a good job to scramble to get it over. Another opportunity coming up on the outside. Burchill a little off balance. Wahpeton will one-hit it over. Suffolk now sets it over to Kocha. Kocha hits it long, and it is a 2-1 lead for Wahpeton early on. So Valley City's missed a couple of opportunities to put it away. That was a nice defensive rep there from Wahpeton. It was a quick 1-2, but got it over on 3, stayed alive long enough. Valley City didn't quite get the setup they wanted to. Now, speaking of not getting the setup they want to, Valley City can't get it over the net. So Wahpeton, sharper team coming out here, and their sharpness has given them this 3-1 lead. Now running serve here picked up by Kinley Suffolk. Now outside here to Kocha. Kocha able to pick up her first kill of the game, tipping it off the top of the wall. And Valley City pulls themselves to within 1. Nora Peterson subbing into the game for Katie Burchill. Back to serve will be Kinley Suffolk. Suffolk's low trajectory serve into the net, and that is the first service error of the game for Valley City. Talked about this in the Sanford Up pregame show. Highliners a very aggressive serving team, but does come with the drawback of a lot of service errors. Wahpeton, nice aggressive serve from then. Valley City's just going to have to punch this over the top. Nielsen gets it over. This one's carrying, and it'll hit off the net. Might also hit off the antenna as well, and I think that's what they'll call. So hits off the antenna, so both teams kind of equally mixed right now as Wahpeton holds the slight 1-point advantage. Long serve there by, I believe, Leak. Now outside here for the Huskies. Valley City will get this over on an attempt from Kocha. Now pushed here to the outside. Flare shot picked up by Suffolk. Now outside to Kocha. Kocha with a blast, splits the back line, and Valley City has drawn even. That's the rep you want to see from Valley City, is just find Kocha in space and let her do the work. 4-4 tie here in set number 1. Low trajectory serve, nearly an ace, but scooped out, but Wahpeton's not going to get this over. It's a nice dig, but Wahpeton just could not get a quality second touch, put them out of position to get it over at all. So Valley City now with a 5-4 lead. Leak with the run up here, punched over the top, and Wahpeton now will set this right in the middle. But the Valley City wall was there, and Wahpeton got a bit skittish, getting too close to the Valley City front, and lets it drop on their own side. 6-4 lead for the Highliners. Another running serve from Leak. This one right in the middle of the Husky attack. Peterson got a hand on it, not able to stall that one out, as that is going to be a quality kill in the middle from Marina Hermosillo. 6-5 advantage for Valley City. Back to serve is going to be Skovholt. Skovholt. This one right to Suffolk, libero to libero. Valley City a little out of position getting to that one, but when you have Katie Kocha, sometimes you can be a bit out of position. As she just doesn't even get a run up on that one, but buries it in the back corner, and Valley City back in front by 2. And Kocha will move to the back line. To serve, Kocha's serve right down the middle. Now Wahpeton pushes it to the outside. A little tip shot. Dug out nicely there. Suffolk might have got a hand on that one. This one into the air close to the Wahpeton bench. Huskies are just going to lay this over on 3. Coca with the first touch. Leak going to set it up for Nora Peterson, and Peterson picks up the kill. Nearly a collision in the back line on that one between Suffolk and Coca. I don't know which one got the credited for the dig on that one, but again, Valley City's taking their largest lead of the game at 8-5. Coca, of course, being celebrated for 1,000 career digs, and that might have been 1,001. And now she's going to pick up an ace. Line drive, bullet serve. They got tipped 1, 2, and then to the floor for 3. So 9-5 lead for Valley City in set number 1. Another running serve by Coca right to Skovholt. Over on 1. Valley City with the setup here. Leak going to push it over to Nora Peterson. Running shot by her. Not much on it. Good opportunity for Wahpeton. And that's just going to be a mishit. Wahpeton just got way behind that one, and that's going to be Mauk, and just puts it right into the net. 5-point advantage for Valley City. So Coca helping Valley City build some distance. Skovholt gets the first touch to it. Wahpeton trying to push it a little closer, but Coca handles it in the back line. Now pushed outside to Nielsen. Nielsen with a thunderous kill. That, I think, is what's so impressive about Valley City is that they can take their best attacker in Katie Coca, move her to serve, and they really don't lose a whole lot on the outside. And that one's going to be a bit too long, so second service error of the game for Valley City, but an impressive run nonetheless to help the Highliners build some distance between them and the Huskies. 11-6 for Valley City here in set number 1. Running serve by Wahpeton, picked up by Suffolk. And now back outside to Nielsen. Nielsen hits a blast, and that is going to be an infraction on Wahpeton, and Valley City will take the point. 12-6 lead for Valley City. Substitution being made. Kinley Suffolk coming off. Katie Burchell coming on, so very tall lineup here for Valley City. Skovholt gets a piece of that one. Wahpeton's going to have to play this one deep. Laid it over the top. Coca with the first touch. Leak sets it over to Freeze. Freeze gets a bit on it, and maybe not the cleanest order of operation there for Valley City, but one that results in a point. A lot of moving bodies on that one, and kind of deked me out as well. Freeze was the one that ended up getting the touch to it. So Valley City going to commit another service error here. So you're looking at the points for Wahpeton. 7 of 7 points so far. 3 of them have come off service errors. Don't want to have the don't want to be handing your opponent half their points in a set. Valley City's going to get that point right back. That was, looked a bit like one of my golf shots. Low and to the outside. Just not a good sound. You like kind of that clean thump sound on a serve. That one just kind of had a weird twang to it. 14-7 lead for Valley City. Wahpeton just lays it over the top on 3. Bryn Leak going to get the setup here. Outside to Burchell. Burchell maybe didn't hit it quite at the peak where she wanted it to, but hit it well enough to roll it down the front of the Wahpeton wall. 15-7 lead for Valley City. Morgan Larson back to serve. Morgan Larson, a player that I was very impressed with last year. Valley City trying to handle this one. Leak drops over the top on 2, and that's what I was talking about. Leak steals a couple of points, it seems like, every night for Valley City, just off clever plays from her setter position. Going back to Larson, a player I'm very impressed by. When Valley City was challenging the likes of Shanley and Cheyenne and making life miserable for them, she was at the forefront of it all, playing some really important minutes off the bench. 16-7 lead for Valley City outside. And that's going to be a bit too strong. No, they actually call a tip. Late call there for the tip. Valley City will get the point. So Nielsen, I believe, is the one that hit that. Valley City's got some good motion going on. I'm even getting deked down to where the ball's going. That one stayed more in the middle than to the outside. Long serve, and that's going to be an ace. That one ate up Wahpeton, and that's going to be a 18-7 lead for Valley City. No timeout being called yet. Bit surprised by that. Morgan Larson back to serve once more, and that'll be a low serve, and that one was a knuckler right off the hand, and you're going like, if it gets over, it's trouble, and it got over. So I don't know if that's how Morgan was intending to hit that one, but that was just a knuckler that just danced over the top, and Valley City's got a 19-7 lead. This serve a little bit more A little bit more textbook as Valley City handles the Wahpeton retaliation, but only gets to push it over themselves. Now back outside here for Wahpeton, and the wall holds up. Combo block, but Birdsville got the better piece of it. Now Valley City in front by 13, so the size paying off for Valley City. 20-7 lead for the Highliners. Larson, little pop serve over the top. Wahpeton pushes it into the middle. One-on-one, Birdsville wins the rep, and that is another block for her. 21-7. Valley City is going on another run right now. Kind of the runs that Coca and Larson have put Valley City on has put a lot of space between them and Wahpeton. Valley City scramble drilling, trying to get this one over the top. Suffolk, a little bump set. Now this one's going to carry out of bounds. So Suffolk didn't put a lot on that one. I think Wahpeton might have just been a bit out of position. It's kind of one of those where it was like in the perfect spot. The front line was playing forward, anticipating a big smash, but that obviously wasn't coming. Katie Coca now coming out of the game for Valley City. Doesn't look like it's an injury. I think we're trying to get Mira Malcolm some playing time here. Up 22-7. Stovholt handles it. Now we'll let the third ball just go out of play, and Wahpeton just looking a bit uncomposed right now, and they will take the timeout. Surprised it didn't come a little bit sooner. So we'll be back here. Valley City looking to close this out 23-7. Back here in a little bit on KOVC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
Over 80 years on the air, 1490 AM and now 96.3 FM. Online at newsdakota.com, on your smart speaker, and on the KOVC app. The voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Morgan Larson's been carrying Valley City on this run that has nearly put this set away. 23-7 out of the timeout. Ball very close to the front of the net. Wahpeton has to back set it away. Now they'll just lay it over the top. Suffolk with the touch. Now outside here to Sky Nielsen. Nielsen with the blast and puts it away. So Valley City sitting on 17 serves worth of set points. So the Valley City student section getting into the game. Apparently it's toga night for the theme today. This one laid over the top, and now Wahpeton shoves it over on two. Good pickup by Malcolm. Now outside here to Nielsen. Nielsen can't quite keep it in play as Wahpeton will get to control their own destiny here. They need 16 serves to go their way. Running serve here by Wahpeton. Suffolk with the pickup. Not a bad serve there by the Huskies. Nielsen fall away shot, and Huskies just misread that one. So Valley City will take the 25-8 win here in set number one as we get set to move on to our second set. We'll be back here in about 3 minutes here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
And we're back here in Valley City as waiting for this second set intermission to wind down. Valley City with an impressive 25-8 win in set number one over Wahpeton. Kind of the best way I can describe it is that it looked how it was supposed to look. Wahpeton, clearly a team that's kind of going through a transition phase right now. But Valley City, you look at kind of how it played out, is 25-8, and 3 of those points were because of service errors. So kind of for Valley City, this is an opportunity, and we kind of saw them pull with Katie Koch again, not an injury. I think it's just an opportunity to maybe get some reserve, some playing time, get them some more opportunity, because you never know when you need somebody to step up, and you don't always get the opportunity in some cases to get your bench in to a game like this. It's not kind of like basketball where you can just wait till about, the fourth quarter if in a lopsided game to play your reserves. So kind of got to pick and choose your moments. So Mira Malcolm, I think, getting her first opportunity this year. Wahpeton with the serve, and they get it slammed right back in their face. Katie Burchell with another kill. And this is kind of what you're wanting to see from Valley City is, as much as we love to see Katie Koch rack up kill after kill after kill, you kind of want to see the other bits for Valley City get going. And Katie Burchell and Sky Nielsen off to a good start so far. Nice dig there from Nielsen. Now in the middle of Nora Peterson with a drop shot, and he'll pick up another kill for her. Nora Peterson, someone that's been patiently waiting her turn, and impressive start to the season. Kenley Suffolcool back to serve. Valley City in front 2-0 here on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. A little punch serve over the top. Wahpeton playing this one in the middle, and they just mishit that one into the net. Peterson in position to get a block, but I don't think that one made it over the top. 3-0 advantage for Valley City. Suffolcool taking a quick run up here. Bullet serve, and that's going to carry over the top. So 4 service errors on the night for Valley City. Now back to serve for Wahpeton. I believe I caught the number on that one. This is going to be, well, maybe not. Thought it was number 11, but there's no 11 in the scorebook. And that is going to be an ace for Wahpeton. Nice little serve right in front of Morgan Larson. So make that a 1-point advantage now for Valley City. I believe this is Camry Mauk back to serve. Mauk hits it right to Kenley Suffolcool, and now this will be outside to Coca. Coca, a little bit of an off-speed pitch there. Looked like it was going to be a rocket, and then just kind of stalled in the air and caught Wahpeton a bit on the uneven side of a flat foot. And this will bring out Mariah Freeze from the bench, or Maddie Freeze, excuse me. Long serve here by Leak. Wahpeton plays it to the outside, and that'll split the Valley City wall. So Wahpeton able to cut the deficit down to 1. Substitution here for the Huskies. Jolie Lindsay coming into the game. So Jolie Lindsay coming into the game. Scoffholt back to serve. Leak plays it in the middle to Peterson. Peterson It'll just tap it over the top of the descending Wahpeton wall, and that'll make it a 5-3 edge for Valley City. So Coca's the one that gave Valley City their first bit of breathing room against Wahpeton, and she'll head back to serve now. Bullet serve, Wahpeton with a quick 1-2. Now pushed it close to the wall, off the top of the wall for Valley City. Freeze with the first touch, now to Leak. Nielsen on the cross quarter, and picks up another kill. Sky Nielsen getting into a rhythm is kind of big for Valley City because, again, a lot of power behind there. She's got a, great deal of athleticism. It's all just kind of getting her comfortable playing the game. And Wahpeton not going to get that one over, as that'll be another point for Valley City. 7-3 for Valley City. Coca back to serve. Line drive served by Coca, and this will, nearly wedge itself in between the antenna and the stanchion, but ultimately just trickles down to the bottom, and that's another ace for Coca. 8-3 for the Highliners. Coca line drive serve, picked up in the back line by the Huskies. They'll play this one a little bit deeper than they'd like. Suffolk with the good pickup now outside here. Bit of a flat foot shot by Freeze and no support behind her, so got sent back relatively easily, and Wahpeton able to pick up their fourth point. Kiana Nelson back to serve. Nelson hits it right to Suffolk. Leak with the setup outside. Peterson hits a deep one, picked up there by Nelson. Wahpeton trying to shuffle it forward, but they just have to settle for laying it over the top. Leak over to Nielsen, excuse me. Nielsen can't quite put it away. Now close in shot for the Huskies. Coca able to save it. Need a good third ball here by Suffolk, and she gets it over. So good defense by Valley City. Drop shot. Nielsen able to keep it alive. Leak just pops it over the top. Now outside here for the Huskies. Off the tip of the Valley City wall. Suffolk bump sets it over to Nielsen. Nielsen with a fall-away shot. And able to get it to drop. Well, that was some good stick-to-itiveness by Valley City. Never really had, you kind of would say, the textbook setup there, but ultimately good recovery and good kind of setups there by the defense helped Valley City keep it alive. So Nora Peterson with the serve. Now this one over the top on one, and this will be put into the net by Wahpeton. A lot of net balls from the Huskies today. So Nora Peterson back to serve. I don't believe she's one of the regular servers for Valley City. Again, another opportunity to get some players into some different spots, but Peterson not able to get that one over the top, and that's at 5 service errors now for Valley City. Huskies will send Marina Hermosillo back to serve. Hermosillo with the run-up. Long ball picked up by Coca. Leak now pushes it outside to Freeze. Freeze's ball hit way up into the air as Wahpeton shuffles it forward. Coca with the first touch. Now Leak bump sets it in the middle of the Freeze again. Wahpeton able to handle it. Now in the middle. Long ball gets pushed over the top. Coca might have saved one that was going out of play. Now Nielsen will just pop it over the top on 3. Wahpeton another chance on the outside. Big blast, and it gets through. So Wahpeton able to handle. Valley City kind of missing out on some opportunities. Coca might have let one go or might have played a ball that was heading out, and Valley City never quite got a quality third touch on the ball, allowing the ball to stay alive long enough. Huskies eventually got the quality chance and made no mistake in putting it away. 10-6 lead for Valley City. Line drive, Coca with the pickup. Leak now outside here to Nielsen. Nielsen with the drop shot, quick 1-2, but the 3 gets over. Coca able to get the touch to it. Now in the middle here to Freeze. Freeze overhits it. So Valley City struggling a little bit here to find the rhythm that they had in that first set. Another serve here by Hermosillo. Hermosillo hits it right to Suffolk. Leak set to Burchell, but Burchell gets rejected, and it'll be, so hold on, what are they calling? They're saying it's out of bounds to Valley City. So the ball was thunderously rejected by the Wahpeton wall, but it carried all the way out of bounds, and kind of a interesting way to call it. I think the initial call was for a deflection, but ultimately it was off of the Huskies. Wahpeton gets it over on 3. Now Burchell with a little flat foot shot. Hits it not in a bad spot. Wahpeton nearly runs into each other trying to get to it. Picked up in the back line by Larson. Nielsen playing this one a little deeper than she'd like, and Wahpeton able to handle the pop shot. Now a running scoop shot going to be up and over everybody and out of play. Highliners now 12-7 in front. So Morgan Larson back to serve. Larson the one that went on a long run for Valley City that put the game away. Huskies pick it up in the back line. Now to the outside they go. Off the top of the wall. Good deflection. Pick up there by Coca. Now outside to Nielsen. Nielsen hits it deep into the back line. Wahpeton plays it over on 2. Coca with the pickup. Leak now sets it in the middle for Coca. Coca with the drop shot. Nice pickup there by the Huskies. Huskies played over on 2 again. Leak now outside to Nielsen. Nielsen caught a deflection off the top of the wall. Went right to Scavholt. Scavholt couldn't quite center that one up, and Valley City going to be in front here by 6. 13-7 lead here for Valley City. Larson, another ace for her. Larson's done a very good job serving today. That was just right to the back line. It was on a low trajectory, so nothing Wahpeton could do there. This will just be a little popper over the top. Now Wahpeton, a little fall-away shot in the middle, and that'll roll down the Valley City wall. A little bit too much space given in front of the net. So Wahpeton has matched their point total from the last set. Long serve carries out of play. Easy read there by Valley City. 15-8 for the Highliners. Nielsen back to serve, so Valley City has fully made their way through their serving rotation. Valley City tried to stuff that one down. Burchell didn't get the first time. Good recovery by Leak. Tipped it right up into the air for Burchell, who hit it over on 2, right into the dead spot. So 16-8 the advantage now for Valley City as they've doubled up the Huskies. Little knuckler right there picked up by Wahpeton, and Wahpeton just throws it into the middle of the net. It's not a bad opportunity there for Wahpeton. They've had a couple of these where I think they've just kind of seen the size in front of them and kind of have heard footsteps and have made some misreads at the front. Opportunity here for Wahpeton. Blasted off the top of the Valley City wall. Picked up in the back line by Nielsen. Coca hook shot. Picked up easily there by the Huskies. Now in the middle we go. Valley City's wall holds firm. Wahpeton tips it out of their own end, and Valley City now 10 points in front. Nielsen usually leads off when Valley City starts with the serve. Will pick up an ace as that one, I think, almost, I don't know if Hermosillo didn't see it coming, but just got to her quickly and just never quite got her arms extended, kind of hit it off the crook of her arm, and Valley City now in front, 19-8. Hermosillo gets better contact on that one. Wahpeton has to play it on a flat foot on the third shot. Now over here to Coca, and Coca going to pick up another kill, deflects it off the top of the Wahpeton wall. Valley City now in front, 20-8. So Valley City starting to put it in gear now, creating some real separation between them and the Huskies. And Nielsen just, that one just hit off the lower heel of the hand. It's one of those where you don't quite sync up the arm to the ball and just came out on a low, flat line that just knuckled out into the net. Ella Sather coming in, the junior outside hitter. And Wahpeton's going to give the ball right back to Valley City as both teams exchange some serves that they'd rather have back. Suffolk moving to the back line. Nora Peterson checking in for Burchell. Suffolk long serve picked up by Scavholt. Now outside here for the Huskies. Long ball out of play on the cross quarter. Now the advantage 22-9. Suffolk punches it over the top and going to pick up an ace. Scavholt with a late dive. It was into a pack of 3 Huskies and just late decision on where to go for it. The communication for Wahpeton leaving a little to be desired in this one. Now Wahpeton will set this one up. This one traveling. Might have been heading out of play. Larson takes a scratch at it anyway. Koka hits a blast. Nicely picked up there by the Huskies. Now big blast and splits the Valley City wall. Bit of a lopsided wall there with Nora Peterson and Bryn Leak. And the kind of difference in the height able to create enough lopsidedness to allow that one to sneak through. 23-10. Now the Huskies hit a bullet that Larson does a good job to get to. Now in the middle to Peterson. Peterson plays this one to the back corner. Nice job there by Wahpeton to keep it alive. Now Valley City another crack at it to Koka. Koka hits a blast, and they're going to rule it hit the floor. That's one of those where it just immediately comes back on your side. So you don't know whether it got on the floor or whether or not you're going to have to return it. Referees make a good, quick call there and rule it that it hit the floor first before going back over the top, and it'll be 24-10 Valley City, sitting on 14 serves worth of set points. Easy serve there by Leak. Wahpeton playing this one to the outside. Leak with the first touch. Suffolk back sets it over to Koka. Koka follow-away shot. Hit the Skovholt. And Koka was trying for the double-up where Skovholt hit it over on one. Koka was trying to time it up to where she could, get another kind of spike opportunity, almost treating it as a long set. Just mistimed it a little bit there, falling away on her back foot. Kind of giving a meek shake of the head. But Wahpeton going to control their own destiny again. Koka in the middle, and we'll put it away. You don't get it on the first time. You don't get it on the second time. Third time, usually lucky. So Valley City will win 25-11 here in set number 2. We'll be back here in a little bit with our third set after this break here on KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Laco Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue or Chase Carpenter at 701-845-6938 for an investment professional. And tax and accounting professionals with Jim Laco and team at 701-845-1660 for a tax professional. Security is offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Hi, this is Clint from Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in Valley City, your only locally owned pharmacy since 1989. When you're locally owned, you care about your community and your customers. We're here for you from 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 to 1. We offer mail out with no additional product fee, and we offer an automated system for convenient refills. And as always, Dr. Natalie Meyer, Terry, Rachel, Cindy, Christina, or myself will answer your calls at 845-5280. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy in beautiful downtown Valley City.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's chunkier homestyle soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Sanford Health of Valley City is dedicated to transforming your healthcare experience and providing access to world-class healthcare right here in America's heartland. We're committed to improving the human condition at every stage of life through exceptional care, spiritual enhancement, innovation, and discovery. Schedule your appointment today at Sanford Health of Valley City by calling 701-845-6000 or self-schedule online at mysanfordchart.org. Sanford Health, here for all, here for good.
When you're craving the taste of juicy, flavorful, locally sourced beef and pork, look no further than your locally owned Valley Meat Supply. At Valley Meat Supply, we take pride in bringing you the finest cuts of beef and pork straight from local producers. So whether you're planning a mouth-watering barbecue or a cozy family meal, choose Valley Meat Supply for the highest quality, locally grown beef, pork, and award-winning jerky, sticks, and sausage. Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your taste buds will thank you.
Rambo, a proud sponsor and fan of Viking and Highliner Athletics, has been serving North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota with quality logoed apparel and promotional products since 1979. With online store options built to meet the needs of your company, organization, or team, Rambo will ensure that the process of ordering is easy and accurate and that your items are received on time. When you're ready to put your logo to work, give Matt a call at 701-680-9585. Rambo, we're in the business of making you look good.
Grotberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in the work and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grotberg Electric depends on three major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grotberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online, grotbergelectric.com.
Welcome back here, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC Valley City, with a 2-0 lead in sets as we're set to begin our third set. We got a sixth grade volleyball exhibition going on, so a little bit longer wait time than we're used to, but just going through the kind of highlights for Valley City in this one. This has just been a game of where Valley City's just making it look like how it's supposed to look. You have the size advantage. You have the athletic advantage on the outside. Just make the plays you're supposed to make, and you can just run away with it. This isn't a case of Wahpeton just rolling over. This is just Valley City kind of overwhelming them here. So it's one of those, where you're making it look how it's supposed to look. You're not wasting any time. Is it a stats day for, someone like Oka? We saw her rack up 35 kills against Kindred. No, it's not that. Not going to be a big stat day for her. But it is kind of nice to see the other players get in on it. I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Sky Nielsen, Katie Burchell, Nora Peterson. I've been really impressed by the serving from Morgan Larson so far. And, again, this is a smaller rotation than what Valley City was playing last year, but I think that it can be a very concise unit. So there might not be rotating in, I think what they're rotating in, maybe close to 10 players every single game. This one's probably closer to, I would say, about 7. But even though the rotation's a bit smaller, I feel like everyone that you do rotate in is a very capable body. So I think you got a lot going for Valley City right now, and you just got to, again, go out here, execute one more set, and get out of here with the win. So Valley City in front, 2-0. Nielsen with the first serve and a little punch serve that goes over the top. Coca waiting for the one hit over, and that is just, that's not what you want to do if you're Wahpeton. You don't want to one hit it over, and if you do want to hit it over, the last person you want to hit a meek shot to is Katie Coca. And Nielsen puts that one in the net, so that's 6 service errors on the day for Valley City. So we're counting the points up right now. I believe that is point number 20 for the Huskies, and 6 of them have been off-service errors for Valley City. So a little bit to work on there. And now Valley City's going to overhit that one as Katie Burchell in the middle tries to put it on the back line, but overshoots it. So Wahpeton with an early 2-1 lead here in the third. Suffolk with the first pickup. Leak now to Coca. Coca with a big blast, but good job by the Huskies to keep it alive. This one off the top of the net, and they will call the 4-hit. That one looked pretty definitively to hit on the white tape at the top and slingshot back over onto the Wahpeton side, and 4-hit will make it Valley City ball. tied up at 2-2. Suffolk line drive serve, and that's going to be a lift for the Huskies. Letting the ball get a little too deep, and so you kind of push your hands in a little too tight to the chest and just raise it up. Suffolk long serve picked up there by the Huskies. Now outside for Wahpeton. Long ball picked up by, I believe that was Larson. Huskies able to handle the retaliation by Valley City. And that one's going to split through the wall. Get a bit of a lopsided wall with Leak and Nora Peterson. Leak probably only about around 5'5", listed on the score sheet as 5'4". Peterson 5'10", so a little bit lopsided there, and they attack the short side of the wall. Tied up at 3-3. Wahpeton able to dig it out, keep it alive. Now we're close to the front of the net, and well, bit of a what side is the ball going to drop on? And it's dropped on to the Wahpeton side, so Valley City will get the ball back. Leak going to serve. Valley City in front by 1 on our LaRue Lockout Financial scoreboard. Leak with the run up here. Wahpeton easily handles the serve. Now back outside. Long ball picked up by Nielsen. Outside set here to Freeze. Freeze hits one that gets a quick 1-2 from Wahpeton, and the second set will head over into the Husky bench. Leak, only a sophomore, but she's been a regular on this Valley City team for 3 years, making waves as a 8th grader. Leak with the first setup. Now Suffolk will put it in the middle to Nielsen, but Nielsen just gets underneath that one, and that'll cut the lead back down to 1. (5-4), the advantage for Valley City. Skovholt back to serve for the Huskies. Nielsen able to dig it out. Now this one pushed in the middle to Peterson. Peterson picks up the point, and I believe we'll have a violation here on the Huskies. 6-4 the lead for Valley City, and now it'll be Katie Coca back to serve. Coca with the run up. Couple of aces so far today. Low trajectory third hit. Valley City picks up nicely with Suffolk. Nielsen with the drop shot. Can't quite put it away. Little backhand fist over the top, and that was actually a heck of a play. That's just kind of one of those where Wahpeton looked like they're going to be out of position, but on the right side, someone just stuck up their fist and pretty much just fist bumped it right onto the line, and Suffolk, nothing she could do there. So Wahpeton staying salty here and keeping it a close one, 6-5 for Valley City. Little touch over the top. Leak with the good pickup. Now set up for Coca. Coca gets a deflection, and this will hit off the back wall, and that'll make it 7-5. Nora Peterson back to serve. Katie Burchell comes in to replace Kinley Suffolk. So this is Valley City, only with one of their taller lineups out there. Near the front of the net, Nielsen, I don't think she'll get credited for the block there, but her presence alone forced Wahpeton again to feel the footsteps and not be able to get a second touch on the ball. 8-5 for Valley City. Served by Peterson, nice and easy over the top. Now in the middle for the Huskies, and the wall wins out for Valley City, but very close to the net. Did it get out of play? Yes, it did. Nice actually scramble drill by Wahpeton, nearly to steal a point there as Taylor Mauk nearly just dropped it where the Valley City defense was, and the wall was perfectly set up for Valley City, but Mauk nearly just one-hit it over into the perfect dead spot. And that'll be a bit of a miss hit there for Wahpeton, make it 10-5. When Valley City's gone on the runs, it's been a combination, I would say, of good service and a bit of Wahpeton misplays. Peterson trying to go on a run herself. Wahpeton now in the middle, a little push shot, but I think we'll call a lift on that one. So Highliners pick up another point, 11-5. Kind of, you can sum up this game so far with the first and second set being a tale of 2 runs in terms of service. Wahpeton in the middle here hits this one long. Coca able to pick it up. Nielsen on the outside, pops it over the top. Wahpeton able to handle it. Now set it over here on the left-hand side. Long ball picked up by Coca. Leak with the bump set over to Nielsen. Nielsen close to the front of the net. Wahpeton able to keep it alive. Now looking to go to the middle. They push it deep again. Coca with the pickup. Leak's going to set it up. Now over to Freeze. Freeze Can't quite pick up the kill. Ball very close to the front of the net. Freeze able to get a piece of it, and Burchell just can't quite get in position. And Wahpeton will keep it alive long enough to pick up the point. But the first set can kind of be summed up with a 2-server run with Koka and Morgan Larson doing most of the heavy lifting. Sky Nielsen probably the one that went on the run in the second set. But just ultimately Wahpeton has just not been able to go on really enough runs late in the game to keep this one close with Valley City. Nielsen going to pick up another kill as Wahpeton not going to keep that one alive. 12-6 the advantage for Valley City. Morgan Larson coming in for Freeze. Larson going to head to the back line here. Been a good day of serving for her so far. Handful of aces. Now Wahpeton places one on the outside. Fall away shot and a misread by Sky Nielsen. Or not Sky Nielsen, but Kinley Suffolk. Going to keep that one in play. And that's going to make it 12-7 for the Huskies. Or 12-7 for Valley City as the Huskies move back to serve. That's a long one that's going to carry out. So Valley City misreads a return and then perfectly reads the serve. So everything equals out in the end. This will be Sky Nielsen back to serve. So it's Nielsen, Larson, and Suffolk on the back line for Valley City. Outside here for the Huskies. Long ball goes way out of play. Valley City now back in front. 14-7. The front line is going to be kind of this kind of two big lineup with Koka and Burchell, and then you got your setup playing. Got your setter playing up front in Leak. Huskies not able to get that serve back over the top, and that'll make it 15-7. Leak, a very crafty player. Now, of course, with a little bit of craftiness comes the kind of size mismatch in terms of building up a wall, but very more than capable of handling her duties up front. Now she'll set this one to Koka. Koka has it stuffed, and Valley City will pick up the point off a violation. Make it 16-7. 16-7 lead for Valley City. Nielsen trying to spark another run like she did in the second set. Little lob over the top. That one very close to the net. Wahpeton overset it. Burchell doesn't get quite enough on it to pick up the kill. Now Wahpeton close to the front of the net again. Long push shot picked up in the back line easily there by Larson. Koka doesn't get a whole lot on that one. Wahpeton shoves it over on two. Good read by Suffolk. Now outside to Burchell. Burchell blasts it off the top of the Wahpeton wall. A little bit of a scramble drill breaking out outside to Koka. And Koka apparently grew tired of the run that Wahpeton was going on and just buries it in the back. So Koka not racking up the kills at the rate that she was maybe against Central Cass or Kindred, but ultimately played a nice controlled game for Valley City. And this will be an ace for Sky Nielsen. 18-7 lead for Valley City as they try to draw this one to a close. Nielsen, little floater over the top, drop shot on two. Koka off her back foot puts it in the back corner. Wahpeton dropped it over on two, didn't get enough on it really to challenge Valley City. Koka able to play it not only neatly off her back foot, but just drive it over the net and into the back corner. Well, Valley City wasting no time and making short work of the Huskies in this one. This one will be pushed outside, fall away shot, nicely picked up there by Nielsen. Koka going to get an opportunity, and there she goes. I wonder if Koka went to her teammates, been like, okay, obviously Koka not someone that's going to go out chasing stats, but going like, maybe just give me a few so I can make sure to get the 10. She's doing a good job today. Valley City as a whole is doing a good job. They have a 20-7 lead, and Wahpeton ultimately going to call a timeout. So we'll have a few points left here for Valley City to put this away after this break on KOVC.
At CHI Mercy Health, we believe human kindness is at the root of all healing, providing care on a human level, courage when it's needed most, and a connection that's ever present among us all. Human kindness is meant to be shared. It puts a smile on someone's face and seeks to do the same for others. Take the time to nourish what's inside and watch your life flourish outside, because taking care of yourself is an act of human kindness. Just like human kindness, happiness can come from the most unexpected places. Whether it's from your friend, your dog, or a memory, embrace it and pass it on. CHI Mercy Health of Valley City.
20-7 lead for Valley City as the Highliners have just put it on the Huskies in this one. Coca starting to get, some more kills in the game. Ultimately, I think Valley City trying to just put this one away neat and tidy. A couple of substitutions coming in here for Valley City, so we've seen them get to a little bit deeper on the bench today. Laney Bacalar coming in alongside. I believe we're going to see Tessa Anderson come into the game. So Tessa Anderson coming into this one. Now Sky Nielsen going to be going back to serve. Nielsen serve up and easy over the top. Wahpeton a little close to the net off that first touch. Drop shot. Valley City gets it over, and Coca trying to put it away. Wahpeton diving once and twice, but can't get it over thrice. And Valley City will make it 21-7. A little bit of a reaction job there from Tessa Anderson. Able to just bop that one over the top. Now Valley City handles the one hit over by Wahpeton. Tessa Anderson in the middle. Can't quite put it away. Now to the outside here. That one off the top of the hands. Valley City trying to take care of it. Leak goes into the net, and that'll be on Valley City. So Wahpeton lead behind 22-8 according to the LaRue Lockout Financial Scoreboard. And that'll go right into the net. So Valley City now only 2 points away from putting this away. It'll be Suffolk moving back to serve. Nora Peterson coming in as Tessa Anderson heads to the bench. That one up and over the top. Now this one pushed in the middle. Long ball picked up there by Nielsen. Now outside for Coca, but Coca just overhits that one, and that'll be out of play. So make it 23-9. Valley City has not finished on their own serve. Wahpeton has been the one to control their own destiny, so to speak. And that one goes into the net, so back-to-back service errors by Wahpeton. Put Valley City in a position to pick up a commanding straight sets win. 24-9 for Valley City, sitting on 15 set points, or match points, I should say. Leak, nice and easy serve over the top. Outside for the Huskies. Leak able to get a bit of contact over, but no one there for the follow-up, so Wahpeton will at least say that they've avoided Valley City, finishing on their own serve. So, again, Wahpeton in control of their own destiny here. Skovholt with the serve. This one's going to easily clear the net. Leak sets it up for Peterson. Peterson with the blast, and that'll finish things off. 25-10 win in set number 3 for Valley City. About as commanding of a win as you could draw up for the Highliners. Still got to work on a few things. 6 service errors, maybe a little too much, but ultimately serving went on a bit of a run here, as you saw Sky Nielsen and Morgan Larson and Katie Coca really carried the team in terms of service, doing a good job making sure that they kept the Huskies down all the way through and ultimately just picking up another win. We'll be back here to talk about the win right after this break on KOBC.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right.
This week at Lever's Foods, enjoy big savings on Kraft Cracker Cut cubes, shredded or chunk cheese, $1.99 with coupon and flyer. Cremette pasta, 4 for $4.88. Campbell's chunkier homestyle soup, 2 for $4. Red or green seedless grapes, just $1.88 a pound. And boneless bottom round roast, only $6.99 a pound. Delivery is available by calling 845-1732. Lever's Foods, Valley City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. Jerry Edwards with you all here as we get to our postgame show. 25-10 win for Valley City today as the Highliners just completely dominated this one. The game really where Valley City, again, I think the best way to put it is make it look how it's supposed to look. And Valley City just beat Wahpeton the way they were supposed to beat Wahpeton. They didn't allow Wahpeton really to have, you would say, any hope outside of maybe the first handful of points in a set. And ultimately, just one of those keep the foot down game. All of the sets today able to get a couple of the reserves some, action and reward them for, all their hard work during practice. But this one for Valley City, I don't think you got a clear standout performance in this one. A lot of Wahpeton, mistakes led Valley City to be able to get, a decent amount of their points. So not a high kill game for anybody. Coca leading the way in kills again. But I think you kind of look at everybody else in this game, and going back to the player I was probably most impressed by, really in that second set, was Morgan Larson. Again, I don't know if she's ever going to maybe draw the attention that maybe a Katie Coca does, or, especially in the back line like a Bryn Leak or a Kinley Suffolk. But she is, as I think, a vital of a part of this team as you can get, because the one thing that I took away from last year was, okay, Valley City's losing a lot of frontline talent, a lot of experienced frontline talent. They're bringing back Katie Coca, but, you're going to be interested to see who else is going to score on this team outside of Coca. But you were very kind of confident in how the back line was going to look. You knew you had a really good 1-2 combo in Leak and Suffolk, and you're kind of hoping Morgan Larson could take that next step. And I really like her as a player. I think she brings a lot of, instinctiveness to the game, able to get really good reads on it. Leak, 5'5", does a good job kind of scooting around the court. Larson, a little bit taller, listed as 5'6", so kind of a little bit more length out there from kind of that, position. But she does a great job kind of in the back line for Valley City, keeping things alive for Valley City. So I really like her as a player, and it's just, you want to see her have her moments, and I feel like she did a really good job in that second set, going on a run that helped Valley City just kind of put away Wahpeton. We can harp on the service error thing all we want. 6 errors today. Wahpeton put up a grand total of 30 points, so a fifth of their points, so 20% of the points, you gave away. I think just kind of through this season, you got to make peace with the service error thing, kind of like how in the basketball season you had to make peace with the turnovers. It's just kind of part of how they play, and as long as it doesn't cost you a game, you're going to be tolerant of it. But it was really a game where it was really just I think it's just their identity as a team for Valley City. Valley City is an aggressive serving team. They're just going to go out there. They're not just going to lollipop it over the top. They're going to try to put you in a bad position. They're going to try to make you have to just, play it over meekly off your third touch and be able to get those easy setups outside to the likes of Coca and Nielsen. So they're going to be an aggressive serving team, which means the service errors are going to be higher. It's, you just want your aggressive serves, I think, to equal out. Kind of like how the Valley City basketball team, the girls basketball team, would apply, full court pressure at times. As long as it's creating the same amount of points as it, costs you, you're fine with doing it. You're fine with making the trade-off. So at some point for Valley City, you'd like it maybe to see it go down from like 7 or 6 a game down to like 3 to 4, maybe only once per set. But ultimately, in a game like this, coaches are a bit like me. You're trying to find things that, to improve on. But ultimately, again, this was just a game that looked how it was supposed to look. And Valley City just rolling to another commanding win. So they'll be back in action on Thursday. They'll be taking on Northern Cass, and we'll have that game here on KOVC. Also, don't forget that we have homecoming football this week. Valley City taking on the Mayport CG Patriots over at Hannah Field. So homecoming festivities underway, and hopefully the Highliner volleyball team and the football team can combine for a clean sweep of things for homecoming week here in Valley City. But ultimately, very commanding win by Valley City today, 25-8 in the first set with Morgan Larson and Katie Coca going on a run that just kind of helped put things away in that first set. Sky Nielsen and Katie Coca, Sky Nielsen the one with the big run from the service line that helped Valley City pull away, and then you had Katie Coca picking up the final kill, and then, you end the second one, and then you end the third one with, kind of maybe not one person getting the long run from behind the line. Nielsen, I think, probably had the longest run of the third set as well. Good job serving from her today. But, but that one kind of marked by Katie Koka, getting, some more kills. Sky Nielsen doing some good serving and ultimately just doing what you were supposed to. I think that's the best thing I can say about today's win is that Valley City just did what they were supposed to do today, and it ended up with a dominant straight sets win. So we'll be back here on Thursday with some more Valley City volleyball as they take on Northern Cass. This is Jerry Edwards here for the Voice of the Valley, signing off for those of you listening over on KOVC Live. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. For those of you listening on KOVC Radio, we've got some weather coming up, and then we'll be back to the great country music right here on the Voice of the Valley, KOVC. This is Jerry Edwards signing off.